Welcome to Vent with Michelle Malkin. On the front burner today, schooling Michael Moore. This weekend, crockumentary Michael Moore's socialist healthcare film SiCKO hits theaters nationwide. In Washington, D.C. this week, Moore lectured healthcare lobbyists and pharmaceutical representatives. He is as clueless as he is radical and reckless. His proposals to socialize medicine and the health insurance market raise fundamental questions about his sanity and intellect. We hope the reporters on the red carpet aren't too busy fawning to ask some of these questions. Let's go to the tape.
You will be hearing me say in the coming weeks that I favor the removal of private health insurance companies from this country. I don't believe that there's room for them in the equation. When you're talking about people's health, you should never have to worry about profit.
Question. So where exactly does Michael Moore get his health insurance? Does he provide health insurance to his employees? If not, where do they get coverage and how do they pay for it? Moore claims that profits and health are like mixing oil and water. But what is his evidence that for-profit health insurers manage care more aggressively or callously than non-profit insurers? In SiCKO, Moore singles out Kaiser for criticism because it refused to pay for a little girl with a high fever to go to an out-of-network hospital. The girl died on the way to the hospital. Well, Kaiser is a non-profit HMO. Second, countries without private health insurance manage care as aggressively, if not more so, than private health insurance companies in the U.S. For example, the FDA is not allowed to reject a drug based on its high cost. It can only take into account the drug's safety and effectiveness. Similarly, the feds are not allowed to deny coverage to a particular drug based on high cost. By contrast, in Britain, a country that Moore praises very highly in his movie, a panel has been set up to take into account the cost effectiveness of each new drug. Those that are not cost effective don't get covered by the National Health Service. Whether you agree with Britain's approach or not, it's misleading to suggest, as Michael Moore does, that there's no management or rationing of care in countries that have socialized healthcare services. Let's move on to Moore's attack on drug companies.
As far as the pharmaceutical companies that go, I believe that pharmaceutical companies need to be regulated like a public utility. We need medicine, but we need government control and regulation so that the medicine's affordable for everyone. We're producing the right medicines, that we're producing safe medicines, and we need to get back. Is there anyone here from the pharmaceutical industry? 25 years ago, 30 pharmaceutical companies were working on cures and vaccines. Today there are 5. We need you to get back to working on the cures and the vaccines. Once you cure something, then the person doesn't need to take a pill for the next 40 years. They're cured.
Yeah. Get a load of genius innovator and biochemical engineer Michael Moore telling researchers in the pharmaceutical industry how to do their work. Moore harkens back to a time when people invented new medical technologies for the public good rather than private profit. There's no law requiring inventors to patent their products. Anyone who wants to give drugs away is perfectly free to do so. But most R&D on drugs in this country are carried out by private pharmaceutical and biotechnology companies. Wonder drugs like Gleevec, Enbrel, and many others were developed by private pharma companies in pursuit of profit. If we cap the profits these companies can earn, then R&D certainly would decline, and the number of innovative drugs developed in the future would decline too. Most biotech companies lose money year after year after year. Who's going to fund those companies if the possibility of large profits is eliminated? No one. Many of these companies will simply go out of business. Relying on scientists' altruism is not a very good strategy if you want to encourage innovation. Here's our question. What's in your medicine cabinet, Michael Moore? How the hell do you think those drugs came about? Where do you think they come from? They don't grow on trees or in Hillary Clinton's backyard. Till next Vent, I'm Michelle Malkin for Hot Air.
Welcome to Healthy Living with Michael Moore.
Any of the lobbyists showed up yet? Does anybody know?
Go for a walk, eat your fruits and vegetables. Go for a walk, eat your fruits and vegetables. Go for a walk, eat your fruits and vegetables.
This has been Healthy Living with Michael Moore.